In this video, let us solve problems based on formulation of quadratic equations. So the thing is, we've got word problems, we need to make a quadratic equation out of these. So what this problem says is, it says the product of two consecutive positive integers is 240. Formulate the quadratic equation whose roots are these integers. So now, it says that there are two positive integers, okay, successive positive integers. For example, 1, 2 or 3, 4 or -6, -7, like that, no gap between them. So the product of them is 240. Now we need to formulate the quadratic equation whose roots are these integers. So now let the two positive integers, especially the word consecutive positive integers, be x and x plus 1, right? It has to be x plus 1. It can't be x plus 2, or it can be x minus 1, but not x plus 2 or x minus 2. Then the product is what? The product will be x times x plus 1. Now this is equal to the product is equal to 240. So here it is. So all you have to do is just multiply. X times x is x squared plus x times 1 is x equals 240. Or get the 240 to the left hand side. It becomes x squared plus x minus 240 equals 0. Right? So now you solve this and you get the roots. Now these roots are these integers. Right? So that's all. So means what? You will find the x equals this or that. Right? So yeah, so once you find x, you just substitute in the place of x and x plus 1 and you find the two consecutive positive integers, and whose product is of course 240. So this was one of the most basic problems. Let us quickly solve another problem. So here we've got another question which reads like this. It says the area of a rectangular plot is 528 meters square. The length of the plot in meters is 1 more than twice its breadth. Right? So formulate the quadratic equation to determine the length and breadth of the plot. Most importantly, they're not asking us to find the length and breadth of the plot. They're only asking us to formulate the quadratic equation to determine the length and breadth of the plot. So now, if you see, the area of a rectangular plot is what? The area of a rectangle basically is nothing but length times breadth. So here, the length of the plot in meters is 1 more than twice its breadth. So therefore, if breadth is x meters, the length of the plot is 1 more than twice its breadth. So 2 times its, so the length will be equal to twice its breadth, 1 more than twice its breadth. So twice its breadth plus 1. 1 more than 2 times its breadth is the length. So length is 2x plus 1 meters. So the area of the rectangle is given by length into breadth. So that means 2x plus 1 times x, right? So the area is given by, or the area is given as 528 meters, right? So 2x plus 1 times x equals 528. So we've got x times 2x is 2x squared plus x times 1 is x equals 528, or 2x squared plus x minus 528 equals 0. So the required quadratic equation to determine the length and breadth of the plot is 2x squared plus x minus 528 equals 0. So this is how we formulate the quadratic equation from a given word problem. So obviously, you definitely need to know a little bit of basics of mathematics before you solve these kind of problems. Say for example, here it's given the area of a rectangular plot is so and so, and the length of the plot is 1 more than. So you need to know what is the relationship between the area of a rectangle and the length and the breadth of that rectangular plot. Definitely the area of a rectangle is given by length times breadth, right? So then you need to assume either breadth or length as something and then derive the other thing. Now here, since length is given as a function of breadth, so definitely write breadth as something first. It can be y meters or x meters or z meters or whatever you want. And then based on that, it says the length is 2 times and 1 more than twice its breadth. So here it is. So 2 times the breadth plus 1. So that's all. So once you get this, you just have to substitute here in this expression. Area of a rectangle equals length into breadth. So length is 2x plus 1 and breadth is x. And the area of the rectangle is given as 528. So use that and come to solve the given question. So formulate the quadratic equation. So that's all there is to do in this problem. So This ends this problem as well as this video. I'll see you in the forthcoming videos with more problems based on formulating a quadratic equation.